shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Powell. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Jonathan Allen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Howell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 34.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll go play action. Howell. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Third and long. Here's Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And Howe will throw it. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Howe. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Faking the handoff. Howell. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Powell's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. It's caught by Sanders. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Powell. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Powell, 3rd and goal. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hurts. Able to connect with Dotson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Play action. Here's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 36 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10,
of it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Flushed out right. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give running left. It's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of... And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side, complete to Dotson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I kind of got to
to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Hurts. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-up.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So Flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,